important reminder. All information and ideas are for informational purposes only and are in no way intended as medical advice or as a substitute for medical counseling. Earthshift Products, Dr. Robert Cassar, all of their partners, affiliates, and subsidiaries will not be held accountable for the use or misuse of the information presented therein. This information is not intended as medical advice. The authors, publishers, and speakers of this work are not medical doctors and do not recommend the use of mineral-deficient foods, drugs, or medicines to achieve beauty and to alleviate health challenges. Because there is always some risk involved, all persons involved with the development and distribution of this information are not responsible for any adverse effects or consequences of any kind resulting from the use or misuse of any suggestions or procedures described on our website or Earthshift Live radio talk show or therein.
Remember, Earthshift specializes in bulk sizing. This is our forte. We know that you're serious players about not just making a little chocolate in the morning or making a salad dressing in the evening or maybe, well, picking one or two of the things that we have out of the hundreds of different products we have at the club. We know you're a serious player, and that's why we at Earthshift, we constantly add new information and new products because we're evolving too at the same time you are. And if we do find something faster, quicker, smarter, and more economical, then of course we will exchange it. Now, life is really finding where to get the best, not deals, but the best things you need to get the best part of your life to come out of you. Now, you know that health, wealth, and happiness is really what you're about. So this is part of the project also. We know when you eat from our club that you will become healthy immediately. Why? Well, your body immediately stops getting toxicity in at least the amount it was getting before. Now, you're going to say, what do I eat? What do I do? Well, remember, it's a transition. And since it's a transition, you're not going to jump overnight and change where some of the other people have been transitioning for years. You're going to take some of your movements and you're going to move them so they're reasonable. Let's say simple. You wake up in the morning, you have a shower. You know that the chlorine gas or the chlorine coming out of your shower is not good for you. So you know in your mind, I have to change that. So you look up Earthshift and you're going to say, water supplies, purification, and you're going to see that I can exchange that problem, reaction, and solution. Very easy. Even shows you how to put it on. Now, another problem, you walk into your kitchen and you say, you know what, I ran out of bottled water. And I went over to one of my friend's house and they have an RO system. They have a purifying water system. Now, I heard that all purifying water systems aren't the same. Of course they're not. So which purifying system now do I get? It's another idea to your mind. Remember, you become a researcher overnight. This is what Earthshift's done. We've found the best of the best of the best products. I personally have used every one of these products myself, and or this is what I use. Now, if we want to really share our wisdom, as we can say, this is why Earthshift is put together, is because anybody who wants to change their synthetic lifestyle to more of an authentic or naturalistic lifestyle, you have to have the tools to go along with the game. And if you do have some of the tools, once you find out, you say, okay, I changed my diet now where do I get bulk sizing and where do I get, well, more economical and a easier way to get it? So once a month, you would pick from our hundreds of different products that we have, and every month, remember, you're going to change. You're going to add some new products that we have, and or maybe exchange some of the ones that you were using previously. I don't use a lot of the products that we have in the club at this time, but I did. And I know that those are transitional products. You can't just jump up to actually eating at the top of the ladder up here. There is a certain level of microbes or creatures that live in the body, and we have to slowly terrain modify the body to accept this new vibration. And once we understand that the body is a vibration, and the mind, of course, is another vibration or another tune, then we find out that this would be very important to what's called ultimate consciousness. And that's one of the other bigger stories of Earthshift too, is when you start eating these foods, you find out that you become more human. Why? Well, I think it's pretty reasonable to find out if you're eating more natural foods than you've ever eaten before, and the toxicity load in your body is lowest it has in years, the food amount or intake that you're eating daily has massively decreased because the amount of nutrition that you're eating has massively been modified, so your body now doesn't have to eat a lot of garbage to try to get a little nutrition. I know having 100 chlorella pills a day with a spoon of spirulina, I know it's like eating 10 pounds of broccoli. I never could eat 10 pounds of broccoli. And I know, personally, seeing thousands of patients, greens regenerate you. Now, which greens do you eat? And this is why we specifically found the greenest plants in the world. We've combined them with tribulus, spirulina, chlorella. We've made them in powders. We've put them in tablets so you could actually put them on your salads and they taste, well, like sort of crunchy cheese. So the big picture, what we're doing here is seeing that there's already a platform for you to play. Right now, you walk into the ESP platform, you can now make your own soups, your own salad dressings. You can now make your chocolate that you've been buying $10 chocolate bars. How about you can make yours for 50 cents for huge bars? And what are you going to put in this? And how are you going to make it? Well, these are what the recipes share at Earthshift. We're sharing you easy recipes that the biggest chefs around the planet are sharing with other people. But a lot of these recipes, remember, are sort of secrets. So there are no secrets at Earthshift. We're just a lot of students. We're all sharing, we're all learning, we're all teaching each other and igniting each other this new paradigm. And it is a new emerging paradigm, and it is at this time contagious. Naturalism is contagious. Why? Because we finally get a chance to feel that the planet is actually with us instead of actually not even here. We don't even notice it. No, the planet is us. We breathe the planet. We are clothed by the planet. We're fed by the planet. The planet feeds us, drinks us, breathes us. It gives us everything. So we know once you get more conscious, then you actually start to see this truth. And as Albert Einstein did say, this is true. It's taken a long time for me to really grasp this truth. If you want to change the planet, you have to change the consciousness that actually let us get to the situation that we're in. And so we know if you change your diet, if you change your toxicity load, if you change your parasite load, if you change your mineralization load, well, we know that you become not healthy, wealthy, and happy. We know you become more natural. We know you become more, as you can say, more loving. You become this other person that was hiding behind all that toxicity, was hiding behind all that junk. I can tell you just from the last 3 years of massively changing my whole dietary structure. Superfoods came into my life approximately 3 years ago. In 3 years, my whole lifestyle has not changed, it's massively changed. 3 years ago, I didn't even understand what superfoods were. And all I can say is that I was a so-called health professional. A so-called health professional. And I didn't even know what a superfood was. And, you know, since I've been introduced to this new optimum lifestyle, since I've been introduced to this optimum lifestyle, all I can do is share people its truth. The only way for you to see its truth, though, is for you to really try 180 days and transform your life. And how do you transform your life? By the set of tools that we have at Earthshift. It's really easy. You come to Earthshift, you get a membership. You can buy MSRP right off if you want to, or take the plunge. Buy a $33 yearly membership and jump right in. Easy. We have a second module opening very shortly, and this module you'll pay a small monthly fee, and you'll be able to see a lot of the things that would actually really help you in your lifestyle. And so this is the educational side of the fence. And we're not authorities here. Remember, we're students. And the reason being we're students is because we're learning too. We just know that we're a little ahead of the game. We're maybe like 9th graders and 10th graders, and we're all wanting to go to college. And the new lifestyle is a really, well, it's an emerging lifestyle. It's new. And we know that there's thousands of people out there that have been ignited right now so far that know about the food poisons, that know about the food inconsistencies. We really have an emergence of a new lifestyle coming here, head force. It's not just slowly coming. Oh no, it's here. And we all know, I know now, but I didn't know even 3, 4, 5 years ago that what I was doing was severely incorrect. I thought, and I say that again, I thought I was correct. And I thought I was correct when I was 22, when I used to eat 2 pounds of meat a day, when I was in bodybuilding. And then I got into a lifestyle, mineral kick, and I started taking vitamins and minerals and all these things that I know that my foods weren't really good for me, so I wanted to supplement them. That was the supplement years. Those were the 80s and 90s. You go to school, you learn what they teach you. What they teach you is pretty much what you feel is the best of the best information. That's why you're going to school, is to get professional teachings, advice, consultation from the ones that supposedly know. Well, I found out, big problem, that the ones supposedly that know, they don't. They don't know. And you know, really physiologically, you can tell any doctor, and I'm not here to say this in a negative way. If you're a doctor and a person that's gone to school and you've really entertained the idea of why you became a doctor is to be able to be healthy yourself and also to pass this truth across the stage that you've actually accepted and mutated and become. But as you've noticed, most of the doctors most likely didn't learn anything about taking care of themselves, because all you have to do is look at them. Now, what they did learn is they learned how to work a sickness that actually is really not the sickness. What they found out is they've worked a lot of different types of ideas, disciplines, and philosophies that would attack a symptom versus, modify a terrain. We don't attack anything on this side. We don't kill anything on this side. We terrain modify.